Okay, so today we're looking at a Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilt Strat. This one's built by my good friend Dale Wilson. Everybody knows we absolutely love his guitars. Aging, not just the aging, the guitars are just great. The fretwork, the tones, certainly all of that kind of stuff certainly sits, you know, where I like my preference in Strats and Tellys to be. I'm going to give you kind of a little rundown of the specs of this one, and then we'll get it cranked up a bit more, see how it sounds with some cleaner tones after having that heavy dose of fuzz at the start. So this is a 1960 heavy Relic Strat. So alder body, maple neck, rosewood fingerboard, all that kind of stuff. This one's got a 7¼ inch radius with 6100 jumbo frets, and the thing is, the vintage radius, it feels so good when you get used to playing modern Strats and stuff with the really flat fingerboards. When you go over to the more curved radius, they just feel so comfortable. And I know a lot of you guys out there are probably thinking, oh, you know, they choke and all this kind of stuff, but that can be the case. But of course that can be the case with guitars with kind of flatter fingerboards as well. But if you get a great guitar like this that's got lovely big frets and a great fret job, there's no choking anywhere. I mean, you can't have a super duper shreddy whittle action on it, but you just don't want that with a great guitar like this. You want to be able to dig in, get some great bends going on and get a really great tone. So it's got a set of the hand wound dual mag pickups, and they're just great because they've got really nice sweet kind of high end to them, but they kind of never get you know, too muddy on the low end. They've just got a really good balanced kind of sound, just a really good, you know, pre-CBS type Strat pickup. Gold over Sunburst finish, but it's one where it's called a master builder's choice. So between me and Dale, out of all of the slots that we have for his guitars for him to build, I just leave it down to him and his team to really like spec out some really cool colors, and this was one that they did for us, a gold over 3-tone burst. Which looks great with that black pick guard as well. I think the black pick guard really makes it. So okay, so I'm playing through a 2-Rock Classic Reverb 100 watt. It's a 212 cabinet that we're playing it through. On the floor I've got a King Tone Dualist and a King Tone Fuzz, but I'm going to start off by just playing directly into the amp with no pedals on. I've got basically, this guitar has got a treble bleed on it, so when you roll down the volume it retains the high end and drops that gain a little bit, and you never kind of the high end never goes muddy like it does on a lot of Strats when you roll that volume down, which is really well when you're playing through an amp like this where it's cranked, so you can do some kind of rhythm and lead stuff on the guitar. So I'll just show you neck pickup with the volume on full. So now I'm just going to bring the level down on the guitar just a smidge, so it brings the gain down but keeps that high end there. Now just bring it back up again. So you've got two really usable sounds there without even having to do anything on the floor, which is cool. When you put on an overdrive now, you can get kind of two really distinct tones. So I'll put on the overdrive from the Dualist, and then I'll just bring that volume down a little bit so you can hear kind of what that does. So now just bring that volume down just a hair, and that will just clean it up. just going to crank it up again a little bit more. And it works really well if you're using the out of phase positions as well. So I'm just going to bring that down a smidge. You just kind of get a lot of shades and dynamics out of the guitar just by messing around with that 5-way control and the volume knob as well, without even touching the tone controls. So I'll just back the tone off a little bit on the bridge. I like doing that on a Strat, when you roll that high end off and then when you go to the neck pickup, it then sounds even more Stratty than ever. So I'll play on that bridge pickup and then I'll go to the neck pickup to show you what I mean. This works really, really well. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to add in a little bit of fuzz and just play around with the volume control on the guitar. But just want to say, as always, thanks for watching the video. For full specs, head on over to the Peach Guitars website, or even better, download the Peach Guitars app. So I'm just going to go for a few tones now, just going to manipulate the volume control and that 5-way switch with the fuzz on. So naturally you're going to hear a lot of extra noise now when I put this fuzz on.